what has to happen is, see, if you're going to swing from the inside out more, you need to know how to supinate your wrist.
Okay.
Right? Did we talk about this yet?
Not really, no.
No. Okay. So I'm going to explain here in a moment what supinating your wrist is, but let's first see, okay, what's happening with the swing path on this one. So you're going to go back. Let me trace the club head here. All right, so you're going to go back this way. Yeah, that's way more straight back than before. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that for a moment. And you got to go fiddle with this and decide, right, how much. Now, you're up here, let's say. Now, let's see. When you try to bring it under, yeah, dude, look, that's a way better job of doing this quote-unquote loop under, right? And you can see, where's the club going? More from the inside out. Now, something that's supposed to be happening is, at this point here, is your right wrist, this part here, is supposed to be turning underneath more, okay? So what's happening is, it's like you're tightening a screwdriver for you with with your right hand, okay? Now, let me explain this idea. So there's a picture in Mr. Hogan's book where he talks about, it's called supinating your wrist, okay? So supinated, usually for a righty, it's the left wrist. But see this image here? Look at the pictures. See how it looks like he's rolling his hand under, meaning his left hand, in his case, I tell the righties, it's like you're unscrewing a screwdriver with your left hand, which would mean for a lefty that it's tightening the screwdriver with the right hand, okay? Because here's the deal. Chances are, when you go out here and you start trying to swing more to the left, you're probably going to leave some shots out to the left too much. Okay. The solution is not to stop doing this, but rather add some of that. Right. So basically, the drill that I have my students do, watch this real quick here, and you can mirror me, so getting your setup where you're at, right, and then you can do it with me here in a sec. So here's what we're going to do, ready? So you're going to get set up to the ball, all right, and then I want you to, remember I said put that lead hand on top a little bit more. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay, then you're going to go back here and stop, hold the shaft, and then a few times, supinate your wrist. This is called supinating. For you, it's like tightening a screwdriver. For me, it's unscrewing a screwdriver with my left. Right. So here's what we're supposed to do. You're supposed to go underneath, and then what? And then supinate. Okay? Now, I was working with a student of mine yesterday who went from a 14 handicap to a 6, and what we've learned is the key is to think about the path first, and then think about the hand. Okay? So it's best to go straight away, loop under, supinate. Okay? You're going to need to know that, because if you go out to the range and you go start doing this drill, like the sticks on the ground and the loop under, and everything starts staying out that way, you don't want to go back to swinging over the top to correct it. Yeah. You want to fix your hand position. Yeah. Make sense? Cool. All right, so let me send you that. That's critical. So this time, let's try and loop under supinate, I call this, okay? And what you want to train yourself to do here, do that one more time, Greg, where you go back and hold the shaft for me, right? And then show me, yeah. Every time you do it again, and say to yourself, supinate. Right, again, supinate. Again, supinate. Right, so you want in your brain, like for me, look, when I think supinate, immediately, supinate. It's like that's in my head. Because then when I'm swinging, when I think about supinating, my wrist knows what to do. And what I'm doing...
When you're saying supinate, is it...
It's flexion of the wrist, right?
Flexion of the wrist,
right.
So not actually like... Not the forearm rolling over.
Right. So look, they have this device. Look, I have these now, too, which are cool, but you can try it on. I'm going to show you how it works first here. But you basically put this is the G-snap device, right? You put your finger through this part, right? And then, look, it sets up on my hand like this. Watch this. Okay, now, if I go back and then really look, and then I supinate, you hear the sound? Yeah. Right? So basically it's like this. Look, I go. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically here, try this a sec if you want to feel that. You should be good now. Here. So that goes on your right hand on the top. This way. This is going to go through your middle finger. And you're going to go like this. Okay, now bend your wrist. hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So not a ton.
No, just a
like
little.
Couple
Yeah, it's like a little bit, right? All right, so let's see. So loop under and then supinate. Let me hear it. Go slow. You didn't do it, see?
It wasn't. Okay, there we go.
Okay, try again. Go slow. You want it tighter?
No,
You can tighten it.
I'm just making sure it's starting.
Right.
I guess. A little bit.
Yep. And then underneath. That was better. First go under, then supinate. Do it slow. There, you hear that?
Yeah.
Now you're getting it. Now watch the replay. Good job. So you're going to see here, you go straight back, and then what? Then you're going to go underneath is the next thought. Yep, look, out to the left. That's awesome. Then right around in here, what do you start thinking? Supinate, right? And then, so look, this lead wrist starts to do what? Flexes or turns under this way is the feeling. And then you're going to see that wrist, by doing that, look at how flat your right wrist is. You see how that right wrist is now real flat and that face is square. You see?
Yep.
So we're blending together the swing path and supination to control our ball flight. It's not one or the other.
Yep.
You have to do both.